Have you ever been offended by something that you saw on social media? Maybe one of the popular apps or programs that you use regularly, and all of a sudden you realize that what you were looking at was really offensive, and you were startled. At least I'm often startled by things that I see in the public media. There was an American comedian who is now deceased who was quite popular, and one of the routines that he had was the 7 words that you couldn't use in the public forum. He made a lot of money on basically ridiculing those 7 words. Well, the number of words that you can't use in the public forum now appear to be 0. There are things that have been said in the public forum in the last decade or so that we would never have seen a generation ago. In other words, the standards for civility, for politeness, have crashed and burned. We can't find many ways to offend one another that we haven't used before. And that runs counter to our faith, certainly counter to the way that we were raised. Most of us were fortunate enough to have been raised in families where there were things that you simply would not say or do because mom, dad, grandma, or grandpa disapproved. Unfortunately, we have to say now that many of the things that we learned as youngsters that were offensive are now commonly used, unfortunately, even in the world of our youngsters. Jesus told us that we were to treat one another as we wanted to be treated, the golden rule, if you will. Well, not all of us practice the golden rule as we should. That is, the things that we often say or hear or repeat are offensive to others, and they should be offensive to us as well. The question of civility, politeness, Christian charity has all but gone the way of the dinosaur for many people. We need to rediscover both the golden rule and the circumstances under which we should use that rule. There's nothing wrong with being humorous, but there is an awful lot of being wrong, being hostile, being offensive, tearing down the personal qualities of other people. Sometimes it's sad to say that even we in church don't follow the golden rule, because we often find ourselves in moments when we are attacking our fellow believers, priest against priest, bishop against bishop, people in parishes that ordinarily would never say things that would be offensive to their neighbors, do so now. We have lost the qualities of Christian civility, religious civility, civility that flows from the religious traditions and principles of almost every common faith. Let's think about what we say. Let's think about what we print. Let's think about what we post on social media, and step back and ask ourselves a simple question. Is this what the Lord Jesus would want us to say? Is this what he would want his disciples to do? Civility is both a religious as well as a social principle. And hopefully we can rediscover our faith roots and our societal opportunities to care for one another and to create a more civil society. Thank you, and God bless you.